Hello students, this is Bappaditya Chakrabarti and you are watching Chemistry for Neet, and today I am going to explain you how to balance a redox reaction in ion electron process. Now in redox means this red comes from reduction, and this ox comes from oxidation. Now first you need to know what is reduction and what is oxidation. Reduction means gaining of electrons. Reduction is the gaining of electrons. So if someone gains electrons, then its oxidation number, that means charge associated with it, will be reduced. And oxidation is elimination of electrons. So reduction is gaining of electrons and elimination of electrons is called oxidation. So when there is a reduction, there must be an oxidation also. That is, in reaction of Sn plus 4 plus Fe plus 2 to Sn plus 2 and Fe plus 3, here electrons is eliminated. So this is minus electrons, one electron is eliminated, and in case of Sn plus 4 to Sn plus 2, two electrons are added. So when electrons are added, the positive charge associated with the ion will be decreased, and when electron is released, then positive charge will be increased. So the process of release of electrons is called oxidation, and the process of adding of electron is called reduction. So when a species get reduced, its positive charge associated with it, which is called the oxidation number, this oxidation number will be decreased if it accepts electrons, and this process is called reduction. And if someone eliminates electron or releases electrons, the number of positive charge associated with it, that means its oxidation state, will be increased. Now how can we balance this redox reactions by ion electron process? Let's see. Sn plus 4 to Sn plus 2, this is reduction, and it happens by the acceptance of two electrons by Sn plus 4. Now when Fe plus 2 goes into or oxidized to Fe plus 3, then one electron is eliminated. Now there is no free electrons present anywhere. So if someone accepts two electrons, there must be someone which will give these two electrons to it. So one Fe plus 2 releases one electrons, two Fe plus 2 releases two electrons to form Fe plus 3. Now you need to add on these two reactions. This reaction, again I am saying, this reaction where oxidation number is decreased is called reduction, and the process where oxidation number is increased by emission or by elimination of electron is called oxidation. Electrons here is balanced, and you just need to add on Sn plus 4 with 2 Fe plus 2 and gives Sn plus 2 and 2 Fe plus 3. That is the balanced equation for this redox reaction. Okay, now we will see in case of potassium dichromate. When potassium dichromate is treated with ferrous chloride solution in acid medium, what happens, and we will also balance that equation by ion electron method. Okay, now what happens when potassium dichromate is kept in acidic medium? Potassium dichromate gives dichromate ion, that is Cr2O7 2 minus ion, and what is given Fe plus 2 in acid medium. That means H plus. Now what will happen? Okay, so all you need to know is that in acid medium Cr2O7 minus in acid medium goes to chromium plus 3 ion. Now we need to calculate the oxidation state of chromium in dichromate ion. Now here let the oxidation state of chromium is X. For 2 chromium it is 2x. Oxygen minus 2 charge is associated with each oxygen. So for 7 oxygen atoms there must be 7 into minus 2. So 2x plus 7 into minus 2 gives the overall charge, that means minus 2. So 2x minus 14 gives minus 2, 2x equals to 14 minus 2, or 2x equals to 12, or x equals to 6. So the oxidation state of chromium is plus 6. For each chromium, plus 6 oxidation state is associated. Now chromium converts into chromium plus 3. From chromium plus 6 to plus 3, that is oxidation number is decreased by accepting electrons. So the process is reduction. So dichromate in acid medium gets reduced into chromium plus 3 ion, and that you all to know. Okay, now chromium, each chromium has plus 6 oxidation state, and since here 2 chromium is present, first we multiply the Cr plus 3 ion by 2. So the overall charge for 2 chromium is plus 6 into 2, that means plus 12, and here for 2 chromium plus 3 ion the total overall charge is plus 6. So the state of oxidation is from, change in state of oxidation is from plus 12 to plus 6 by the addition of 6 electrons. Okay, so dichromate accepts 6 electrons to convert from plus 12 to plus 6. Now here 7 oxygen atoms are there, and here no oxygen is there with Cr plus 3. So that 7 oxygen is eliminated as 7H2O. Now to form 7H2O, the number of H plus required is 7 to the 14. So 14 H plus is needed. Okay, so this is the overall reaction of dichromate ion, where it converts into chromium plus 3 ion in acid medium. Now let's see that this is a well balanced equation, and this is the reduction process. So where there is a reduction, there must be an oxidation also. So Fe plus 2 will get oxidized to Fe plus 3 ion by release of 1 electron. So Fe plus 2 gets oxidized to Fe plus 3 by release of 1 electron. Now there is no free electrons present anywhere, so 6 electrons must be counterbalanced. So we need to multiply this equation by 6. So 6 Fe plus 2 gives electrons to form 6 Fe plus 2 ion. Now you all need to add on the reactants and products. So in left hand side there is Cr2O7 2 minus dichromate ion, electrons are counterbalanced, plus 6 Fe plus 2 plus 14 H plus gives 2 Cr plus 3 plus 6 Fe plus 3 plus 7 H2O. Okay, so this is the balanced equation. Okay, now this is how we can balance a redox reaction by ion electron process. Okay, so can you hear me? I'm speaking in English. Okay, let's see another example where potassium permanganate, when treated with Fe plus 2 ion, what happens? Okay, so potassium dichromate KMnO4, potassium dichromate KMnO4, potassium permanganate KMnO4 ionizes into K plus and MnO4 minus. So all we need to take the ions where the oxidation state is changed. So So manganate ion in acid medium, you need to know manganate ion in acid medium converts into Mn plus 2. So here the oxidation state of manganese, how can you calculate the oxidation state of manganese? Let's the oxidation state of manganese is X. For each oxygen -2 charge is associated. So for 4 oxygen atoms there is 4 into -2, that means -8. So plus 4 into -2, that means -8, gives the overall charge of -1. So X equals to -1, 4 to the -8, so plus 8, or X equals to plus 7. So the oxidation state of manganese here is plus 7, and in Mn plus 2 ion it is plus 2. So the change in oxidation number is plus 7 to plus 2. So the process reduction, and this happens by when manganate ion accepts 5 electrons. So when it accepts 5 electrons, it converts into Mn plus 2 ion. Now 4 oxygen atoms are there in manganate ion, and in Mn plus 2 ion no oxygen atom is associated. So that oxygen atoms must be released as water. 4 oxygen gives 4 water molecules. Now 4 to the 8, here 8 H plus ions are needed. So this is the overall reduction of manganate ion into Mn plus 2. Okay, so there is a reduction, there must be somewhere oxidation occurs also. So if here Fe plus 2 is given, Fe plus 2 will get oxidized by releasing 1 electron to form Fe plus 3 ion. Now how can we balance the electrons, number of electrons, just by multiplying this equation by 5. So 5 Fe plus 2 by releasing 5 electrons form 5 Fe plus 2. Just add those two reactions. This one is reduction and this one is oxidation. So in the reactant sides, MnO4 minus is present, electrons are counterbalanced, 5 Fe plus 2 ions are present and 8 H plus ions are present, and in the product sides there is Mn plus 2, 5 Fe plus 3 plus 4 H2O. So this is the overall redox reaction and well balanced redox reaction. You can see manganese in both sides, manganese, number of manganese is 1, oxygen is 4, and here it is also 4, hydrogen is 8, here is 4 to the 8, Fe plus 2 5, here also Fe plus 3, number of Fe plus 3 is 5. So this is the balanced equation. Let's see another example. Let's see another example. What happens when potassium dichromate is treated with potassium iodide? So Cr2O7 2 minus plus I minus in acid medium, what will happen? Okay, so first we know what happens of potassium in case of with potassium dichromate in acid medium. So this reaction is well known to us, that is dichromate forms to Cr plus 3 ion. Here the oxidation state of chromium is plus 6, for 2 chromium it is plus 12, and here for 2 chromium plus 3 ion is plus 6. So plus 12 to plus 6, 6 electrons are added and 14 H plus ions are needed to form 7 H2O. So this is the overall reaction, the reduction process of dichromate ion in acid medium. Now when I minus ion is taken, I minus will get oxidized to I, 2I minus will form I2 by removal of 2 electrons. Now we need to counterbalance the electrons. So here the whole reaction is multiplied by 3, it gives 6I minus, minus 6 electrons and 3I2, and this is the oxidation reaction, and the reduction, you know, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 6 electrons plus 14 H plus gives 2 Cr plus 3 plus 7 H2O. just add on the reactions. Cr272 minus plus electrons are counterbalanced, 6I minus plus 14H plus gives 3I2 plus 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2. This is the overall reaction and it is a well balanced equation. Okay. So that's all for today.